Hi guys, right now it's Easter time, and as you can see, I'm not here by myself, I'm here with my brother, and we thought that it would be super cool to make a video together because it fits to the topic, and yeah, because mostly on my channel it's about spirituality, and often there's this image that you need to walk the path alone, that you need to make a lot of experiences, but at the end of the day it's always this image of doing it on your own. And in this video we wanted to kind of share our experience, why it can also make sense to not only do it on your own, and how you can support each other with friends or a spiritual community. And yeah, this should be the topic for today's video. And first of all, why is it helpful to have people around you who also, let's just say, meditate? First of all, if you surround yourself with other people with the same goals and interests, it will simply accelerate the process. Especially when you're at a point where you don't necessarily need to close your eyes and sit down to meditate, but meditation is just happening and you can sense the energy. It's the same with the other person. You can kind of support each other, and it will automatically make it just easier to get into a state of meditation. Also by just sitting here in the park, or also in terms of discipline, that you do your practices, and you can also do it together, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, basically it's also not just about practice and discipline, but also that you have somebody around you who is also able to challenge your belief systems. It's basically just often acting like a mirror or working like a mirror, and especially if they have more experience than you, or they're also not caught up in their mental story that you're caught up in, it can be very helpful to have somebody who is often also sometimes maybe even more mature.
And also what is kind of connected to it is if you have a friend who is very genuine and honest with you, so that he can give you feedback on maybe things that he's perceiving that maybe you don't see about yourself, like blind spots. So just someone who is honest with you and can give you some kind of feedback that you can work with, but of course in a genuine way.
Yeah, usually it always comes back to maturity and also the capacity to be able to reflect yourself. And I think that suits quite well, especially if you have people around you who share the same interest, regardless now if it's meditation or some other direction of spirituality. But that's usually the key point, that you want to surround yourself with other people who are into the same kind of stuff and share the same goals.
Yeah, and this is kind of important because if you just look who are your best friends, mostly best friends are people with similar interests that you can kind of work together, and that let's say, meet up, have a nice time, but at the same time you're kind of, let's say, practicing. Just like going to the gym together, and you can also do it with meditation. And for this it's also important to let go, because probably at a certain point in your journey you will realize that you will need to let go of certain people because they just don't fit to you. And if you are not afraid of letting go, it creates a space for new people. So it's always a good opportunity to also meet new people if you're not afraid of letting go of the old.
Yeah, I think especially regarding that topic, one of the most important things is not being caught up in the fear of not finding new people or ending up on your own. So you never really know where you're gonna end up the next day, the next week, what kind of people you're gonna meet or catch up with. And it usually has to happen first that you let go of other people and old friends, just that you have the chance of being on your own, because then there's actually the need also to spend time with other people. And usually if you don't make this step, then there's still this safety net of old friends who can catch you up or where you can go back to. And then usually you don't really look for other people that usually share the same goals that you are actually interested in.
Yeah, and maybe also not getting caught up in the fear of finding the perfect best friend, because with this, like, you're always kind of caught up in the mind, looking for the perfect match. But if you are just open and kind of sensitive and listen to your body, you can kind of sense what energy suits you and what kind of energy you are usually turned off by. So yeah, just also not trying to think about just like this perfect image of how someone should be as a best spiritual friend or as a community. You will just feel it if it clicks or not.
Yeah, maybe to sum it up, I think it would be good to say, don't always think you have to do it all on your own, or that you have to be capable of doing it, and let go of that proudness, or sometimes it can be even arrogance. I would just say, yeah, be open, meet new people, and just see what happens.
And if you're just listening to yourself, you will end up with the right people. And yeah, this also brings us to the end of the video. And the reason why we also did this video together is because we thought if we kind of practice together often, maybe online, or meditate together, it would be also kind of nice to do the YouTube channel together, because it makes much more sense to kind of, I feel like, work together, because we also share like similar interests. My brother, he's also a lot into meditation, maybe more sitting, more vipassana, and I'm also a little bit like psychology oriented. But in the end, like, the main goal is kind of, or the focus is the same. So we kind of thought that by time we also upload more and more videos from both of us, or maybe just me or just him. So yeah, just be open to it and let's just see what happens. Yeah, and that's it for today, and have a wonderful Eastern time or just springtime, and see you soon.
Yes, stay tuned.